let's go straight into what we need to avoid this $1,597 mistake, and potentially could even be higher, 1,840 US dollars. But I've been on a conservative side. But let's start by item number one. And item number one is the Cunard Dining Package, which is 110 per person. That means 220 for the two of you. Please note that this is in the context of someone staying at the Princess Grill, eventually Queen's Grill. I am not sure on how it would work like in Britannia Club or in the normal, regular sheltered cabins. Anyway, what do I want to say with this? When we are before the cruise or before the journey, the voyage, purchasing the dining packages, I've got this feeling of the FOMO, fear of missing out. So I want to try everything. And I looked at the dining package, the Cunard Dining Package, 110. And if we look at the cost, because it includes three things, it includes on the Queen Mary, because it is different depending on the ship you are of Cunard. So on the Queen Mary, it includes the Veranda, which is a steakhouse. It includes a King's Court, which is a kind of a, I would say a random, not really random, a restaurant that they cut part of the buffet area to create the special restaurant, and they changed the theme of the restaurant throughout the journey. So while I was here, I saw three configurations. One they called coriander, more like Indian type cuisine. The other one called bamboo, so more Asian style. And then Piazza, which is Italian restaurant. And then besides these two, so the Veranda and the King's Court, they also include mid-afternoon champagne tea, or champagne afternoon tea, afternoon tea champagne. And if you look at the price cost, it looks like a good point because the steakhouse is 70, the King's Court is 40, and the champagne afternoon is 30. So all in all, it would be 140. But because you buy it before, it's 110. Now, it is a mistake, honestly. And if we make it couple, that's 220. It is a mistake for multiple reasons. So reason number one is the food that you get in the Princess Grill and the Queen's Grill, far better than what you get at these restaurants, okay? And it just doesn't make it worth it. You get steak on the Princess Grill and on the Queen's Grill. In the Queen's Grill, you get whatever you want. And that already makes it a bit of a problem. Then a second problem associated with this is, but let's go first then to the Asian or the King's Court. The King's Court is basically a kind of like a nice cuisine experience where they group together multiple foods that are within the theme of the restaurant. But the food is okay, nothing special. And the afternoon tea, the champagne afternoon tea, they serve it in the champagne bar with the regular afternoon tea that you can find either in the Queen's Room. The difference is in the Queen's Room, they serve you item by item. Here, they bring everything in once. Or if you are in the Princess or the Queen's Grill, you get into the Grill's Lounge, where you have afternoon tea as well. The only difference is you don't get a glass of champagne. So it is $30. The glass of champagne is $26. You do the math. It doesn't buy out. But you could think, but it's part of the packaging. Yeah, and the packaging is then another problem. Take the steakhouse, the Veranda. If you go to the Veranda, the steakhouse, on the first 2 days, if you buy there the meal, if you pay the cover charge, which is 70, you get a free bottle of wine, which you can then put into the restaurant and be your regular bottle of wine until you finish the wine. Now, because I got with a voucher, no bottle of wine included. So it is it left me a little bit unhappy with that situation. But anyway, you could go to the Veranda. If you are in the Princess Grill, in the Queen's Grill, I don't see any case that it would justify, because if you are in the Princess Grill, you would have access to things like oysters and caviar, which in the regular menu you don't find. Of course, you have to pay something a little bit on top of the cover charge. So those $110 per person, I would say doesn't make any sense. Even if you want to buy it, the voucher before, the 70 becomes 63, so that you get 10% discount if you buy before boarding individually. And the same for the King's Court, which honestly, I don't think it's worthwhile. And of course, the afternoon tea, it's just a glass of champagne extra that you get, and probably just sitting at the champagne bar. But you can sit at the champagne bar any moment, have your champagne, and then go have your afternoon tea elsewhere. And that brings us to the first $220. Now, remember that I mentioned the bottle, and this is important to accumulate with the second error we do. And like I said, it could be even 1,000 or 1,840 US dollars mistake if we buy the beverage package up front. Very bluntly, I didn't buy it just for my delay, because I found out that if you try to buy the beverage package within the 4 days before your journey, it's no longer available for purchase. So I was going to buy it. Fortunately, I didn't buy it because I found out on board that it's just not worth it. And why? Immediately, first thing is you can bring 2 bottles of your own wine with you. I bought my own red wine, and I bought a champagne bottle. The champagne bottle I took to the restaurant to and pay the cover charge to drink it. The cover charge is 25, but it's our wines that we bring from there. This other bottle of Prosecco they had in the room as I came in the room. So you get immediately these 3 bottles. And then if we look at the different options of collections, I put here on the screen prices for the different collections. You can buy 4, 5, 6, 7 bottles. It's got a price tag to it, and you pay a relatively small fee, which is equivalent to more or less a 10% discount if you would buy the bottles one by one. But even so, take my example, we were 2. So if I would buy the normal beverage package, that would be $1,377. If I would buy the premium, it would be $1,620. Now, with this, I bought 5 bottles of wine, which I felt like to be probably sufficient for the 9 days journey. Don't forget, I added then the champagne bottle to the other 4, so it becomes 5 for having as a table wine. And for me and my wife was enough, which means I brought down the package of 1,377 to 180. Yes, but we are missing then a couple of beers or a couple of drinks, cocktails, coffees throughout the ship. So coffee-wise, in the Princess Grill, when you have any of the meals, you get your espresso, cappuccino, whatever. Of course, it is machine, it's not barista style, but even so, you get that coffee, and then you go in during the afternoon to Sir Samuel, have your coffee, $4, and you are okay. So with all of this, with the dining, the extra 4 bottles of wine that I bought from the Cunard, which was 180, I got several glasses of beers and champagne along the way, and I even did a wine tasting. Of course, the wine tasting is not covered by your beverage package, which cost me 120. Only I did it, not my wife. And it was just great because it had 8 wines. Of course, it's in a different environment. It's not like during the meal. But it's okay to get your alcohol. And to be honest, that day I didn't drink at lunch before the event because it wouldn't make sense. And the $120 for that event was really, really valuable. That is another tip. Do that wine tasting. I did the Spanish and Portuguese wines. When I saw the list of the wines alone, one wine alone, which is Barca Velha, Casa Ferreirinha, the Portuguese wine, that bottle of wine alone would be $1,000. If you go supermarket price, what is the supermarket that has such a bottle? I don't know, but it will fall $600 to $800, that bottle. And if you buy some older vintages, it could go to $2,000 for that one bottle of wine. So that wine tasting was just great. It was only 10 people. which means they poured the glass for 11 cups, because one for the sommelier that was giving us the instruction. So it's basically half the size of a regular glass of wine. But it was divine. So for one wine alone, it paid the the wine selection. And you had 7 more wines. Another one was a vintage port wine, very nice, so good. That one is also a little bit elevated on the price, so really, really good. Overall, what I'm telling you is my experience with the total bill I had up to now. I'll probably get a few more, but I haven't spent $400 in drinks. And that is a point. Of course, each one of us drinks different quantities. For me, it was more than enough. So the 76.5 per day from the beverage collection, or the $90 per day per person of the premium beverage, honestly, I don't think it justifies unless you are continuously drinking, because even these also have limitations to the prices of the wines or liquors or alcohols, whatever you're having. For example, on the premium beverage, the limit is $20. So up to $20, those are covered. Above $20, you have to pay the difference anyway. So it really tells that what we need. And with the bottle, let me just take a sip here of my Prosecco. With this, I think we got a good deal. I don't think you will need to spend much more than that. My bill is $440 at this moment in time, with the $180 for the 4 wines. And it includes the $120 for the wine tasting, plus different bits and pieces of coffees, beers, and glasses of wine, cocktails, all over the place. I hope this gives you a feeling for a lot of these errors. To be honest, I always buy the drink package. I think it's so convenient to never have to be with the receipt. But this time the difference is so big. So basically, I saved $1,000 from what I would have paid to what I actually paying of the wines for it. And the wines you bring, you can bring your own wine. If you want to bring a Caymus, bring a Caymus. If you want to bring a Champagne a Krug, bring a Champagne a Krug. Just pay the 25 corkage fee, and it's just nothing. So I hope you enjoyed. This is a very short. Today is only about this premium beverage and this error between the dining package and the options. Look very carefully at the options before booking, and I don't think they are that valuable. Just go with the flow and consume things as you are on board. You will get a better account in the end. But of course, it depends on how much you drink. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, there's a lot of other videos on the Queen Mary 2 that I'm going on this voyage, and soon to have a Q&A about the Queen Mary 2. Thank you so much.